Today we're going to do a discussion on domain and range. So this is going to be an in-class activity, but in case you need a review or you're missing class for some reason, here's a video of what we're going to do. So domain and range is talking about how far left and right a graph can go. So if I look at, for example, this graph here, I can see how far to the left this graph goes. Looks like it goes to -1. How far to the right. Then I can see the highest point and the lowest point. This could be kind of hard to visualize though, so we're going to make a foldable, and you're going to be given a big square like this, or a big cross, and you're going to cut that out, and we're going to paste it on a piece of paper here. And I want you to write in the following things: positive infinity on the top flap, negative infinity on the bottom flap, negative infinity on the left flap, and positive infinity on the right flap. Okay, the other thing I want you to do then is on the top flap, if I fold it over, it says range, and so does the bottom flap if I flip it up. Same on, over here, I'm going to write domain and domain on the left flap as well. So what I'm going to do is put a graph in there. So I'll do that example I had just a second ago. And you're just going to put it inside your foldable. Let me adjust my camera here. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to try is I put my graph in the middle, and first I always look for domain. I don't know why, I just always do domain first. So what I'm going to do is close my flaps in, and since this is the left flap, I'm going to make it go to the leftmost point on my graph. So as far left as it goes would be right here, and it looks like that value is -1. Here's what I'm going to do. This is going to be my answer pad here. Domain. We're doing the domain. I even labeled that domain for us. Domain is our x values. And we're going to put the left value on the left and the right value on the right. The left value is -1. Because it's a point, circle or dot, and it's a dot, it means that it can equal it. So you're going to have a less than or equal to sign there. Now do the same thing for the rightmost value. It looks like my rightmost value is at 1. That's my domain. -1 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 1. Range is going to work the same way. Y will be in the middle because it's talking about the y-axis. And I'm going to move it. Looks like the biggest value is at 1. And because it does equal it, it's going to be an equal then sign. And the smallest value is, oh look, a -1. And that's my answer for domain and range. Let's try one more. This one's going to be a little different here. So I just put my new graph in, and my leftmost value is going to be, looks like -2. So domain is -2. Oh, it's a circle this time, so it's just a less than sign. And my right value is a +2. That looks pretty good. Now let's try the range. It looks like my bottom value is -3. And it does equal it, because it comes down and just barely touches that point. Okay, and now let's find the top value. Oh, check it out. This has 2 different spots. Again, just look for where it's the tallest. So I don't really care about this spot at 4. I really only care about this spot at 5. And because it's a circle, it'll be a less than sign. Oh, whoops, I forgot my less than sign up there, didn't I? Y is less than 5. Okay, one more just for good measure here. It's actually the same one that we just did the first time, but I drew some arrows on it. So now as I take my left domain and try to go to the left, I see that arrow means that it goes on forever or until negative infinity. Okay, same thing with the right then. It goes on until positive infinity. So in this case, my domain is going to be all reals. Have you seen that symbol for all reals before? It's just an R with 2 lines. Check out the range. Does it go up forever? Yes. Does it go down forever? Yes. So my range is all reals as well. Okay, but what if one of these wasn't an arrow? Let's turn this one back into a dot. It's not an arrow anymore. Well, as I go left, it definitely has a spot where it can't go any farther. So domain, let's see, I have -1 is less than or equal to x, and to the right, it's going to go on for infinity. So that's going to be my domain. Now we like to write these with a variable first, so I'm going to rewrite this as x is greater than or equal to -1. Range. It goes down for forever. Does it go up for forever? No, it stops at 1. So this time, normally I would have like that down value, it's less than or equal to y, which is less than or maybe equal to, it's equal to in this case, the 1. But since it's going to positive infinity over there, I'm just going to have the y is less than or equal to 1.